POLITY, and now joining us to, of course, talk about unraveling internal NNPP's crisis is Ambassador Mohammed Awam Musa, NNPP National Youth Leader. Welcome to the program, sir. Thank you for coming on the program. Okay, so let's dive into the program straight because we have limited time. I'd like to first state that there's been lots of back and forth in NNPP, and a board session has said they've expelled Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso from the party, and then there's another faction that has equally stated that no, he's still an active member, and most of these claims has been on the basis that he's been involved in anti-party activities. Can you shed more light on what is actually going on in NNPP?
Well, really nothing like going back and front in terms of our great party, NNPP.
Okay. We
are moving forward.
Okay.
And like you always know that anything you encounter in life, you learn lesson out of it.
Yeah.
So what happened with our party, with our great party, NNPP, you know, after election, each and every political parties need to sit down to review what happened during election, and which PDP, APC, all of them did the same thing. The same thing, our great party, NNPP, also sit down. We sit down with the elders of the party, with the BOTs, with the leaders of the party, and me as part of the NWC, we sit down and look at the whole things and said, let us set up a committee based on the constitution guideline, and look at those who did anti-party in the various states, because in politics, in everything you are doing, definitely you are going to get saboteurs.
Okay.
So let us look at those saboteurs and fetch them out and discipline them according to the constitution.
Okay. So
that is what happened. Actually, in the course of the investigation, we discovered about 10 states were involved in the anti-party activities.
Okay.
And we follow we follow the constitution, set up committee according to by the constitution, and we find them guilty, and we discipline them according to their own sin they committed.
Okay.
And unfortunately, some of them were being suspended.
Okay.
Some were being expelled
okay,
by the party.
Yeah.
So I think whenever you take that decision, you find that people will protest.
Yeah, there will be aggrieved persons.
Yes, nothing like faction.
Okay.
They are protesting now.
Okay.
That what they did to them is, you know, and everybody has the way he protests.
Okay.
Some protested negative way, some protested positive way. Those who protested positive way, according to the constitution of our party, is for you to appeal within the party, not to go out and cause crisis.
Okay.
So which unfortunately they go beyond the limit of the constitution, which at the end of the day, those groups of people who went to Lagos and said they suspended our leader, Dr. Engineer Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso. In fact, based on crossing the limit, we expelled them. And the day of their expulsion, I think INEC were there, because you cannot operate a party without INEC.
Yeah.
All the security agencies were there. The National Working Committee were there.
Okay.
Our leader, which is the governor of Kano State, and all the speaker of the State Assembly, the senators were all there. We agree with the INEC. We give them our submission that really these people who done all these things, this organization, because they are not function, because we doesn't have any function in our NNPP.
All right.
NNPP is one. The only thing we have what we call protesters who are protesting. You understand?
Yeah.
Me? So those protesters were being expelled from the party.
From the party.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I watched one of the interviews with one of your founding fathers. That's Buba Galadima, if I'm correct with the name pronunciation.
He's a father to me.
He's a father to you. Oh,
yes.
That's correct. And then you spoke just now, and you said you're a part of the NWC,
yes.
Which brings me to my next question. Talking about anti-party activity, some persons have said most of what Senator Rabiu Kwankwaso did, that's in meeting the president, having handshakes and sitting down with him, is part of the anti-party activities. But then he said in his interview that Senator Rabiu Kwankwaso actually consulted the NWC members before going forward. So I'd like to confirm that with you too.
Really, he consulted the NWC, and
Okay.
we, the NWC, sit down and look at it.
Okay.
According to our constitution, is it allowed?
Okay.
And we look at it. You cannot say because of the politics you'll be able to spread the two friendship that have been existing long time ago.
Okay.
If I could remember, Senator Rabiu Musa Konkoso, our leader, he was, I think they were the same. 1999, he was a governor.
Governor, yes.
Bola Tinubu, the president of Nigeria today, was a governor then.
Too,
so
yes.
they are friends. They were governors together. They were even when he was a deputy speaker in the house. They are friends. Then the governor, the president of the country was a senator. So when you look at it, they have a long time relationship. So, and this is not time for election, it's after the election.
Okay.
And you cannot say, because of we are different parties, we cannot meet, we cannot shake.
Okay.
And they are friends. It's the Mr. President that called him. Say, my friend, come. I discovered there is some qualities I need from you. If I bring you into my system, I believe you add value to my system.
So bringing him into the system doesn't affect your party.
Listen to me.
Okay.
That is what we call government of unity. If not because of Nigeria, look at Niger, common Niger here. After the election, they sit down with the various political parties and bring together, form a government. That is why you see the government is moving. Have you get it? It's only in Nigeria that you find out because of up to now. I don't know the level where politics is, but nevertheless, let me go to that area.
Okay.
Tinubu was the president of Nigeria, was a friend to Konkoso since 1999. They were governors together.
Okay.
If we decide to call him, come my friend, let us sit down. They sit down. He consulted with that. We want to go and meet Mr. President. We said, go ahead, because we cannot separate you. And if you bring anything that can move the Nigeria, because all our intention, the intention of Dr. Engineer Rabiu Musa Kanskausa in this country is to bring good to this country.
Okay.
If it aligns with his ideology and the Mr. President ideology, you can work together. But if it doesn't, then let everybody find his way, like what we see today. And that's what really happened. Not only Asuwaju, President Bola Tinubu, even Atiku was in his house. They were all in political friends since 1999. Then he was a governor. Then Atiku Abubakar was a vice president in 1999. So they were together. So you cannot say, because he is an MPP and this one is an PDP and this one is APC, they cannot relate together. Like, let me give you an example of myself today. In the National Youth Leaders Forum, we have a forum. I happen to be the chairman.
Okay.
Is it because I belong to NMPP, so I will not relate to APC, I will not relate to PDP youth leader, I will not relate to PRP youth leader? No, I relate with all of them. This is after election. We share together, see how we can move the youth agenda in the country.
In the country forward. And
that is how it is. And it doesn't go contrary to our constitution of the party. So these people are always looking. The organization, I said, they met in Lagos and said they suspended because they are organization. It's just like people now trying 5 people come together, we want to form one organization. It's the same thing that what happened in Lagos. But when we are talking about party leaders, this is where you see chairman of the party, secretary, national secretary of the party, all the national working committee, all the 30 state of the chairmen, they were all there. And said, we agree Dr. Engineer Rabiu Musa Konkoso is our leader. Those who met in Lagos, we informed the INEC verbally and written black and white that these people, they are not with us, they are being expelled. Remove them from our register as our members.
And has INEC taken any step forward?
Of course, because they have to do it.
Okay.
Because that's what they are there for.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right, that brings me to my next and final question. Has there been a form of discussion between President Tinubu and Senator Rabiu Kwankwaso to make him a member of his cabinet. Of course, before the ministerial list was released, there's been rumor that he would have made the ministerial list, but then we didn't see that. And then, of course, we saw some Wike of the PDP as the Minister of FCT now. Now, people are asking questions. What are we looking forward to? What's going to be the synergy between NNPP and APC in terms of Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso and, of course, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu?
That is not our area.
Okay.
Our own area, he consulted us that he want to go. We look at the constitution and say, go and meet Mr. President. Whatever you agree, come and get back to us.
Okay.
And he went there and he discussed. As it is, he was not a minister. You can't say this is what happened between them.
Okay.
So that one is left in their own relationship. They don't. Maybe they have something that they keep. I think by the time they concluded, they will get back to us, because up to now they are still relating. So they have concluded. Okay, that is why he is now the minister of FCT.
Minister of FCT, you are right. Okay, is there anything you'd like to leave with our viewers for them to know about NNPP right now before we close?
Yeah, actually, NNPP, I think, is a party that come to rescue Nigeria.
Okay.
Which we have been telling. We have our blueprint is everywhere, trying to give people free education, trying to build new Nigeria, because that is, I think, one of the names of our party.
Yeah.
And that is New Nigerian People's Party. We are trying to build new Nigeria because the Nigeria is old and have been destroyed by the previous leaders.
Okay.
But unfortunately, you know, when you start sending a message, it's just like when Jesus comes, it's very difficult people to understand him. And I think it was only 12 people that accepted him then. And the same thing with the Prophet Muhammad. You know, when he came, people did not. But now they have the largest floor because they have seen the fruit of what they are telling them. They have seen the light. I hope you get what I mean. The same thing when we came, I think it's only Kano now that accepted us. And if you see what is happening in Kano today, I think as I'm talking to you now, the Kano State Governor is one of the best governor now so far as I'm talking to you. Education-wise, he gives free education. He starts sending poor children abroad to go and study because that is our own ideology. And at the same time now, in the tertiary, all the tertiary institutions have reduced the school fees to 50%. You understand me? In fact, they have bring back school feeding. You understand me? And there is a law now that is going to be implemented very soon. They have started implementing. Any child do not go to school in Kano, they will arrest his parent and know why. Okay, what if so this is what we have for Nigeria that deny us, but it's happening in Kano. I think what is happening in Kano is going to manifest to Nigeria. By 2027, as I'm talking to you now, our party is becoming, why you see all these things that are happening, because any house you see that there is no crisis or there is no here and there, that house there's no blessing in it. So when you see that is people are dragging, yes, you understand me, you find out that house that is something that people are dragging. Okay, sorry, so something what is don't cut me short. What people are dragging because they discovered that now in 2027, Dr. Engineer Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso and the NNPP is the party to take over this country. Okay, so that is why you see people are dragging, want to be part of it. So that means we're looking at seeing the Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso in 2027 election. Yes. Okay, all right. This is where we wrap it up for today. Thank you very much for coming on the program with us. It's been, I'm sure our viewers know more about NNPP and of course the rivalry internal crisis right now. This is where we draw the curtain for today's POLITY and of course the weekend review. Thank you for staying with us on the POLITY all through the week. I remain Messi Babajide. See you same time, same station. Bye next week.